And one of the big things you kind of mentioned or alluded to is part of like the compliance that is now more
Huge.
relevant than ever across the board. So one of the neat things when I'm talking to customers about Inertial Labs, I like to tell your origin story too about how you guys are, a defense focused mainly on the IMU side for guided munitions. So you're making an American-made, really high-quality, tactical-grade IMU, as y'all refer to it. And since you're already doing that at scale, you can, you have an economies of scale there that you're able to put this really high-end IMU inside of your LiDAR units,
the qualifications for that are aggressive compared to some of the commercial space. They hardened IMU. They shock those things, they hit those things, and you really need to make sure over temperature range for various kinds of weather conditions. And that's just on like the purely, I don't want to say technical, but more technical side. Then there's also the compliance standpoint for like where you're getting and sourcing and developing all of your various components. And that's kind of like the new compliance space that we've all been brought into, and making sure that the entire system is something that can be trusted, not just for performance on a technical level, which we're already doing very well with, and now we've got to focus on kind of a different space, and that's knowing all your suppliers and where all these different components come from, and where you're writing your software and firmware, and how does that all come together. And this is an answer for that exact issue.
Absolutely. So we went about designing the SkyScout 2 Plus with that same thing in mind. We knew compliance was coming. Obviously, the green list and blue list has kind of been laid out for a while, but we knew that increasingly state regulations and other federal agencies were going to come down that same path sooner rather than later. And so we started developing our own hand controller from a compliance standpoint, a couple of years ago, I think. I mean, hand controllers aren't easy. And so it took us a while to find the right partners for that, and then build the fully compliant system. And so everything's kind of timed up perfect with what's happened with the federal highways in December of 2025. That letter came out saying, if you're even a contractor on a federal highway project, your whole system needs to be NDAA compliant, like basically the next day. And then, the next week, the FCC came out with a pretty broad stroke saying, any component that's not made in the United States now is going to be considered a covered component if you don't already have the FCC license for that product. So compliance is more relevant now than it's ever been. And luckily we got the SkyScout 2 Plus right out before there, and then the Echo 1 is coming out right behind. So we've got a fully NDAA compliant system here that has the highest engineering grade laser, I think, at this price point ever seen.